Welcome back. It's Titan, it's part 4, and I'm going to try to die a few less times in the next half hour. Right, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm absolutely not putting on my suit, because I know that the oxygen in that tank is clearly very, very cold. So that is staying in here. I don't really have a long-term solution, but in the short term, it's going in here. Let's just pull this and have a quick look at both of those. I mean, also it's got no battery power, which doesn't help, but we'll just do that. There we go. Right, here we go. Yeah, the temperature of that oxygen is like minus 97 degrees. No wonder it's freezing me to death. That's not much better. It's nearly all oxygen though. That's kind of useful. I don't think this is going to help, but I'm going to try it and see on the off chance that putting those into there, it's a bit cheaty, isn't it? Keeps it from getting quite so cold. We'll find out. Anyway, in the meantime, I think I need to start figuring out how to get warmed up in here. However, my next task was find out whether or not I've got up to the amount of gold I need in here. It would be lovely if I had. Too close, but not quite there. Okay, so we'll let that go for a little longer. Yeah. Right. So, just thinking about this, clearly I'm going to need to heat up in there, which means I do need the hydraulic pipe bender, but I also need more power generation. I mean, I could just burn some flares, but it's going to cool off real quick, and also I've got to get the volatiles out there before I start any fires, otherwise the smallest amount of oxygen is going to end badly. So I do need that. I mean, I guess the good news is until this suit gives out, I'm in a slightly better state, but I need that gold. Basically, that's what it comes down to. I need this to hurry up and give me some gold. Come on, do it for me. Did I turn this off? Yes, I did. Okay, that's good. That's really what's critical. It's still not happening, is it? More power, and from more power, then we can have to do a bit less mining, but hopefully I can then start doing something in there, get the hydraulic pipe bender. Maybe I just need to build the hydraulic pipe bender. Yeah, this is just not happening any faster. Let's go do that. Right, okay, let's take my dead self out of here. Oh, okay, that was interesting. That lagged out completely before doing that. Okay, this is not going to end awfully well, is it? I guess it's probably time to just die again. I guess let's drop those. Save me having the same problem next time. Pick my other self up and run over here in my broken suit. See how far I can get. Oh well, there we go. Right, okay, let's do that one again. Right, okay. Right, okay. So, where was I before I was so rudely interrupted by my own death? Slightly scared to throw him out now, but you know, it's got to happen. Right, let's see whether I can make the hydraulic pipe bender. No, because I also need more gold than I've got. Although I think I put the gold in there, so I could do it. 12 copper. Yeah, this is a real tough one. I really don't want to have to keep doing so much mining, but I think I'm going to have to do this now. Sorry, future self. you're going to have to go mining. Whoa! What the hell? What did I do? Why is everything on fire? Hello? It's still at minus 36 degrees. I didn't smell anything. Why did that even happen? What was the source of ignition? I'm baffled. Unless that actually counts as a spark in there. That was highly dramatic. I don't think anything overloaded. No? Huh. Okay. This is being very weird today. Don't like it. Put that away. I'm going to put that away. And I'm going to put that. I can just decay away over there. That was really strange. I don't understand what caused it. How's this coming along? Maybe that does count as an actual source of ignition. Guess it must do. Right, what I don't think I have is any... Oh, a tiny bit. It's not really enough to make it count, is it? There we go, enough just to fit that to there. Right, so I may as well put that pipe bender across there because I kind of haven't got much other space. Yeah, there's not really any other solutions, are there? This is coming along, 62. I mean, it's not like it's going to make anything else. Okay. Are you going to let me open the door? No, you're literally not, are you? Terrified to pick him up now. Get over there, go and have a little sleep over there, you naked man. Right, have we got any gold yet? No, still haven't. Oh well, I guess at least I know I did the right thing by waiting. This is about to finish up though, so ready to plonk that in. Come on RNG, save me. Start that going again, I guess. Although that's going to run out of power real soon. Whoa! Don't fall over. Oof, that was close. Okay, now. Yeah, this is going to be interesting, isn't it? I don't think they're going to terribly much enjoy me fitting that there. I suspect there's going to be some clipping mayhem, but it's happening. Wow! Okay. Okay, I guess that's one way to tidy up. Right. Do I have... don't think I do. Any iron sheets? No, I do not. Okay, so I need iron sheets. And I need cable, which I should have made on the other machine, but all the copper's in here. And in any case, we've hardly got any, so we're just going to make all of that. Right, prepare for the next fire. See, that's acceptable use of fire. That's supposed to happen. God, this thing's slow. Or at least it is when you're waiting for it. Now the question is, can I get that to connect with two? I think I just about can actually. Look at that. Amazing, it's like I planned it that way. Right, okay, let's do that and that. There we go. I have no idea how I'm going to get any raw materials into that machine. Actually, it's just about doable. Okay, right, well that's all of my base machines constructed. I didn't think I'd get that done. but it's going to take me a while before I can get what I need, because what I need to be able to do is to filter out the volatiles, which means look at the amount of gold and copper I need for that, plenty. Unless I'm clever and I use phase change, I could probably do that. I could probably get away with a liquid vent and a drain on the outside, and maybe even be possible. That requires just 2 copper and 5 iron. Okay, I've got a plan where I put a liquid vent out there, connected to a liquid drain out there, connected to some pipes, and a passive vent on the inside. And given that the volatiles in the atmosphere are mostly liquid, not all though, are they? Actually, not enough. Might work. Thinking if I dump all the liquids outside, maybe I can do it with a 0 power, very, very low very low non-iron solution. Give it a go. I'm not convinced, but it's definitely worth a try. Right, what we got in here, enough that it's worth ejecting it, I think. Plenty of iron anyway, well, hardly plenty, but at least a halfway decent amount. But still very little of most of the other things. Okay, let's get the iron smelted, and then where's the... Okay, this suit's going to give up in a minute, and that'll be the end of me again. Oh, now I've got a problem getting things in there. Oh no, there we go, look at that. Right, so I need a passive vent. And I need a drain. Right, so the drain will need that on it. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the passive vent on there. I'm going to put a bit more pipe outside when I get to it. Right, let's tidy some of these away first. Get that in there. That can go into there. Right, that'll be me dead in a moment. So let's turn things off, close things up. Drop these in here. And I guess it's suicide o'clock really, because I can't do much else, can I? What if I take my spacesuit in my hands and run? Oh. Yeah, okay, that would be me gone then. Can I maybe have that? Thank you. Okay, back again. Okay, this is not really the way to play Stationeers, guys. Don't do this at home. Right, in the meantime, let's get that in there. That is a nice big stack that's going in there. If I can get enough copper, I can put in an active vent and actually pressurise a bit of pipe here, which is obviously the right way to do this. But I'm just not convinced. I've got enough copper here to do that. Come on, wait for that gold. It's about the most valuable material I've got at the moment. Stick that in there, turn that off so it's not idling and wasting power. Okay, let's go. Right, okay, let's put that one in there. Right now. There we go. Right, so I want one liquid drain. Yeah, it'd be lovely to be able to do this properly, but it's actually reasonable. A bit of iron in both of them. I'll put that in the corner there for now. Right. I have no idea whether this is actually going to work. I mean, logically it should really slowly, but should be really slowly. But any condensation that happens in that pipe should be being vented out, which means it will want to return to the same equilibrium as what we've got in here, the 12.8. It's almost going the opposite way, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. Actually, no, look, the amount of volatiles in the air is actually going down. It is actually working. It is actually working remarkably quickly. I'm genuinely surprised. Once the volatiles in the air in here gets to 0, it should... Yeah, I mean, it's coming quite down quite quickly, but it should reach a stage where it's no longer feeding the pipe. Once it's no longer feeding the pipe, then the amount in the pipe should start actually dropping. Oh, and there's a storm outside. I don't know whether that's going to help or hinder, actually. At least everything's locked down in here. At least I hope it is. Anything that's not is probably toast now. Should get me plenty of power, just when I really don't need it. Right, okay. That is... The amount of liquid is coming down slowly now. Again, that these temperatures dropped a bit further, that will be helpful. When I made the mod, I actually had to change some of the settings because when storms came, it dropped the temperature. If they came at night, it dropped the temperature enough that the volatiles in the atmosphere would start to snow out, which looked incredibly cool until it tried to generate millions and millions of objects of volatiles, which was obviously bad. Right. I'm going to try... I've got the gold to do that, actually. Just. To feed that back in there, I don't want to lose it. I'm going to try and make a wall heater. I know they're quite power hungry, but we've got a storm going on out there. Have I got any copper in? No, all the copper's in here, yeah. We'll allow that to make 2. turn that off, turn that off. See, what I'm thinking is, if I can get the... Actually, I didn't even need any, I could have done it from there. If I can get the temperature up enough, so get rid of the volatiles, I can then actually start increasing the temperature in here without risk of fire and explosion. It's going to be extremely power hungry, but if I can do it before that storm finishes, which is pretty unlikely, I know, we've got quite a lot of power coming in. Mind you, look at that, we nearly vented everything from the pipe. Now, if I put a pipe valve in, so that was one way, would that work? Maybe. This is definitely working in terms of clearing the volatiles out of the atmosphere. And it is, liquid levels are dropping, it's just not dropping very fast. But I think we will get there. Basically allow them to liquefy and drip off outside. But I don't turn that on, because although I've got the power, I actually need it to be cold so that we've got plenty of liquid. So that's really annoying, actually. Could have done with this storm coming just a little bit later. But if I could start to get the temperature in here up, the batteries will last longer. Once the batteries last longer, things start to get a little bit less painful, hopefully. Don't really want to go out in that, it looks absolutely wild. It's definitely going in the right direction. The other thing I'm going to have to watch actually is the pressure in here, because actually it's already at 190. Mind you, it's the pressure differential that's going to matter, and it's at 100 and something outside, so we should be okay. I just don't want to blow this hab up, that would be bad. Right, I might replace that broken pipe with a proper vent though, because that will make it much quicker to actually vent in there. Okay. That's the other thing that's worth looking at is how far away. It seems ridiculously far at the moment. How far am I from a battery? I know I need steel, 20 gold. That's going to actually be the constraint. Okay, but over here, am I getting towards what I need for a furnace? Probably, I might even have enough to make a furnace. I've got enough iron in there. No, I haven't got enough copper, have I? That's all the copper I've got. Okay, well, definitely getting in the right direction. How's the volatiles? Oh, look at that, there's no volatiles, gas volatiles left in the air in here. That's actually pretty good. Oh, I'm about to die again. Oh. Right, now in this storm, I'm going to set this down, and then I'm going to carefully, he said, not being careful at all, carefully remove the pipes and then set it like that, because I don't want to risk anything blowing away. There we go. That's definitely an improvement. Don't stand near moving blades, it looks lethal. Not sure how much any of that ore is going to survive, but that's got nothing left to grind up. Oof. There goes my soup. Okay, let's drop that. Let's drop that. Let's drop that. Let's close that. It's looking weirdly blue now I've got no light. It's really strange. I'm guessing that's because it's trying to be white. Yeah, that actually should hurt more than it does. It's trying to be white, but everything's so yellow that it's coming out blue. I'm not really sure. I don't quite understand how I'm still alive when I've got, like... I mean, I'm about to be not alive. Oh, there goes the end of the storm anyway. That's convenient. And I'm dead again, but that was expected. I'm going to keep dying every time my emergency suit power runs out. Until I get that little hab fixed up, but that's just how it is. Right, at least we've got plenty of power for a minute. Right, good, and that's processing again. Unfortunately though, that storm would have been the ideal time to heat up. Oh look, it's almost like it's cleared the air a bit. Kind of. Yeah, going ever so slowly now, aren't they? Right. Hopefully there's a steady stream of liquid volatiles coming out of there. Yeah, it's definitely working. There's 96.5% nitrogen in there now. I didn't expect that to work anywhere near as well as that. So once that actually balances, I should be able to actually start heating up in there. I'll basically light every flare I've got, and maybe run that heater if I've got power. Just try and bring the temperature up. I don't know how long it'll last. It's very cold out here and we might lose all the heat through the walls, but it's worth a go. Not much more excitement in there, is there now? At least I'm getting quite quick at changing that over. Guess I may as well smelt that while we've got some power. Right. Okay. So I think we're almost out of time for this episode. Sort of hoping I might be able to at least be in a state where I'd managed to get something going on with the atmosphere in there and warm it up a bit, but we shall see. Oh, that's 80. 82, I don't know how much is left in here, but right, that's probably enough of that for now, so let's turn that off, and let's turn that off. That's halfway through a lump, I'll let it finish and then I'll flick that one over. Go, spin back up. Good. Right, what I do need to do is Oops, no, definitely set outward. Dump some of the contents in here, because obviously otherwise, as soon as I open this, right, there we go, we'll introduce more volatiles, and obviously I'm trying to end up with no volatiles in here. It's coming down, isn't it? It's just not very quickly now. Although, to be fair, this is about the speed I thought it would work in the first place. Right. I suppose, I mean, I could try something truly mad. Oops. Jolly good. That was what I was hoping for. What I'm hoping is to burn off some of what's left of the volatiles. Now there's not very much of it. It was not entirely successful, really, was it? Oh, I don't know. Maybe 96 point. Okay, well, there could be some value in doing this again. It's sort of doing something, but I'm not sure it's going the right way. I think it's just vaporizing the liquid. Yeah, it's vaporizing the liquid, isn't it? Because it's brought the temperature up by 10 degrees. So that's actually not what I wanted to do. That's the problem. Okay, there's not really a solution for this. I'm just getting impatient. I thought that might work. I actually need it to get colder. Yes, still going more. Oh, mind you, I suppose I could then try and burn off all the remaining gas. 97%. Still at 97%. It looks spectacular, but I don't think it's really doing very much other than slightly raising the temperature each time. I was thinking this is effectively free oxygen. It's a bit cheaty, but wait for it, and again. So I'm only getting to half a mole there of oxygen in this whole room. Well, it does spike a bit higher, doesn't it? The good news is any pollutant it generates will just freeze straight out, and I just heard some hit the ground, so we can just dispose of that later. It's not really going up any faster, although it's put a few degrees on the temperature, so that's good. Yeah, there's the pollutant. Well, looks ever so spectacular considering it's still that cold that there's ice freezing out of the air. Yeah, okay, well, whoops, I did not mean to do that. That is what I meant to do. Turn that off. I'm going to put that away. I'm going to stick that in my backpack. I don't think there's any... Oh, look, there's some CO2 there as well. That's actually useful. That can go in with that. There's some water in there, isn't there? Yes, okay, we'll melt that later. Right, I'm obviously going to go outside and just throw the pollutant away. One more for good measure. How did we do? We're still at 97.2, and actually, yeah, the temperature's gone up by quite a few degrees, but let's actually stop this from working. So now I've got an interesting problem. Do I let it cool back down? I might have to. I would expect in here it will cool down quite quickly. Yeah. I've actually raised the temperature a lot, haven't I, by doing that? Okay, that was... It's a good demonstration of how to raise the temperature, but it's actually a bit foolish because it has kind of worked against me, hasn't it? So I'm probably going to have to allow it to remix. There we go. Hopefully that's just about enough to bring the temperature. I don't know though, that seems to be... No, that has not really worked. Right. I know I'm about to die, but minus 146, is that going to be enough? Yes, I think it might be. Right, well I think now is the time to say goodbye. I'll see you on the next episode when hopefully I'll die fewer times, but at least I've got the beginnings of a plan to warm the place up. So that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, subscribe and comment, and I'll see you on the next episode.